Cruise news, a warning is issued after a passenger is scammed out of $10,000. I have important information for you to know on that. Plus, cruisers are upset after one cruise line makes massive last-minute changes. And a big arrest has occurred at one popular cruise port. Loads of news. I'm going to get you the top 10 cruise news updates to get you fully up to speed, and I'm going to get you the information fast. Coming up. Welcome to the Travel Scouts. My name is Jason and we are your cruise information channel. We get you the cruise news and information you're looking for quickly without wasting your time. So if you love cruising, consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and kick things off with number one. A male passenger has been successfully rescued after going overboard from Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas cruise ship. This occurred on Sunday morning as the ship was approximately 40 miles north of Cuba. The Icon maintained its position for approximately 2 hours and launched a rescue vessel. Thankfully, they were able to recover the individual. The captain made an announcement regarding the incident, and later on Sunday evening, the hotel director shared with Crown and Anchor members that the passenger was in the ship's intensive care unit with his family. Let's pray that he recovers. Number two, passengers are upset after Norwegian Cruise Line made significant last-minute changes to their sailing. This is regarding an upcoming sailing on board the Norwegian Getaway cruise ship. The 10-night cruise departs on June 6 out of Southampton, England, and it concludes in Barcelona, Spain. The purchase sailing originally included 8 stops and 1 day at sea, but that has now changed. The changes are on the screen right now. The only day from the original itinerary that remains intact is the day at sea. But what has passengers upset is that the reason given for the change is a standard cut and paste statement that Norwegian has provided for all itinerary changes in recent months. It states, quote, "Given a recent guest feedback and to accommodate certain circumstances, including but not limited to port availability, fuel optimization as part of our commitment to the environment and sustainability efforts, as well as global maritime regulations, we have adjusted our original itinerary." Their seeming lack of transparency and regard for cruisers has left some passengers questioning their future desire to cruise with the company. Moving on to number three, a Carnival cruise ship rescued 25 people who were in distress at sea. This was completed by the Carnival Radiance cruise ship on Saturday. The ship was en route from Long Beach, California to Ensenada, Mexico at the time. That is when they were alerted by the U.S. Coast Guard regarding a small boat with 25 passengers that was in trouble. There were 3 children that were among the 25 as well. The Carnival Radiance rescued all personnel and later turned them over to a Coast Guard unit. Next, number 4, a U.S. traveler has avoided prison for ammunition possession in Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos is located a little north of the Dominican Republic. And recently they have received a lot of press as approximately a half dozen U.S. travelers, including cruisers, have been found to have a small possession of ammunition that they mistakenly left in their bags. In Turks and Caicos, that offense carries what reads as a minimum 12-year prison sentence. But the first U.S. traveler has stood trial and was released on a suspended sentence. They were reunited with their family in Pennsylvania late Friday. The news no doubt gives hope to the remaining U.S. citizens that are still awaiting their court date. Then number 5, Norwegian Cruise Line is expanding their presence across Asia Pacific, Australia, and New Zealand. The ships will include the Norwegian Spirit, the Norwegian Sun, and the Norwegian Sky. And there will be continual operations in the region with one or more of these ships running from September of this year through March of 2026. During that time, the ships will sail from 14 different departure ports. And this will also mark Norwegian's first ever summer season in Asia. Okay, we have 5 cruise news pieces remaining, including the top headlines of the day, but now it is time for our fast mid-show check-in. In the last video, I asked your opinion regarding how well the housekeeping staff does at maintaining the cleanliness of a cruise stateroom. I received input from more than 3,000 of you, and here are the results. More than 2 out of 3 of you, 70%, said that they always do a good job. 26% said that it differs each time, it's hit or miss, and 4% said that improvement is needed. Thanks for your input, and I enjoyed reading the comments. Here is today's question. Thinking of Norwegian and the variety of ports that they are expanding to, it got me to thinking about purchases at a port of call. My question is, do you collect anything specific from the cruise ports you visit? T-shirts, coffee cups, picture frames, anything? Chime in down below with A for yes or B for no, and would love to know what it is that you collect. If you do collect something, I will look forward to reading that, but now on with the cruise news. Number 6, MSC Cruises is expanding their family offerings for this summer. For the first time ever, MSC will offer dedicated childcare for babies as young as 6 months old. Previously, children had to be at least 1 year old. They are also adding 2 new family game shows. One is a geography-based game show that is called World Quest. The other is a spy game show. And the cruise line is also extending the hours for the teen club throughout the summer break. Number 7, Mexican authorities arrested a couple that has led a criminal group in Cozumel since 2013. This past year, Cozumel has been rocked by crime that has exceeded previous years. The increase in violence resulted in an outcry by local residents and businesses asking for authorities to act. Over the past 1 to 2 months, authorities have conducted multiple sting operations to capture key targets at the popular cruise port. The arrest of this couple over the weekend denotes another big victory in the effort. These criminal leaders are known for drug trafficking, weapons trafficking, kidnapping, and extortion. It's good to have them off the street. Moving on to number 8, one cruise company is providing the opportunity to visit 12 glaciers on an 8 to 9 day Alaska cruise. This is being offered by a native Alaska cruise company called Alaska Dream Cruises. The unmatched glacier experience is called the Ice of the Inside Passage. It is accomplished in part by using a small 49 passenger cruise ship called the Baranof Dream. As an included perk, passengers are also able to kayak directly from the ship. Prices for these cruises start at between $5,000 to $6,000 per person. There is still availability on these sailings. The cruises depart from both Sitka and Ketchikan, Alaska. Next, number 9, Celebrity Cruises is enhancing the experience for guests who stay in a suite. The suite area is known as the Retreat on Celebrity cruise ships. And guests who stay in a suite will now have 5 added perks. First, they will be able to message their assigned butler through a WhatsApp chat feature anytime they need something. Second, there will be a dedicated shore excursion expert assigned to the retreat area. Third, the retreat's exclusive restaurant is receiving new menu options. Fourth, retreat guests will receive priority luggage drop-off at the end of the cruise. And fifth, guests will now have a fully stocked minibar in their suite. Then number 10, some cruise passengers have issued a warning after they were scammed out of more than $10,000 while at port in Nassau, Bahamas. The cruisers were passengers on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas cruise ship. While the couple was doing some shopping, the wife was offered a free 10-minute face treatment. They entered the store expecting a sales pitch at some point, but they were sure they would not be suckered into anything. A personal note, we have encountered the same sales tactics with the facial treatment while walking down Bay Street in Nassau. However, I am not sure if it is by the same store. So we asked the lady at the store directly behind us. She took her in, and before I knew it, I had a first time in my life experience. They were salespeople. They were just like, next thing you know, they're taking you in. I don't know, I about bought the store. But with the couple that was scammed, they said that the store began giving them free drinks. Meanwhile, they were being told of all their skin flaws while being shown miraculous treatments that would fix them. In an attempt to end things, the couple reluctantly agreed to buy $200 worth of skincare products. But the salespeople knew that they had a fish on the hook, and they kept coming with more skincare options and more, stronger drinks. The couple ultimately made one more purchase before they left the store. Later, after departing the port, they discovered that they had been charged more than $10,000. They attempted to dispute the credit card charge with Chase, but it was rejected because they did receive the products, they signed, and the receipt said non-refundable and all sales are final. The couple also filed a complaint with Florida's Attorney General, but U.S. Attorney Generals have no jurisdiction in the Bahamas. To state it briefly, they were scammed. The store impaired their judgment with alcohol. They lured them in and kept it fun and popping to keep them in the store, and then they inflated the price and charged the couple's card when they would not notice. So be aware of this possible fraudulent tactic when you're being offered a free facial treatment. Okay, subscribe and turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with the latest cruise news and information. The next video, it'll be coming out soon, but until then, keep on cruising and we'll catch you in the next video.